Hello mathematicians, today we will be looking at the meaning of the equal sign. I know that you have already heard, said and used the equal sign before, but what does it really mean or what does it really stand for? These are the questions that you will be able to answer by the end of this tutorial. So let's begin by looking at this equation. I have represented this equation with unifix cubes, but I can also represent it with numerals. So I have 4 cubes plus 2 cubes, and that is equal to something, so a quantity plus 3. Even though I represented my equation in two different ways, one with real objects and one with numerals, both of them have addition signs and equal signs. So what quantity is missing to make this a true equation? A true equation is when both sides need to be equal, they need to be the same. In order to find out, I would like for you to make a connection with something that you already know how it works, and that is a balance scale, just like the one that you use in the science lab. Please observe what happened with a group of young mathematicians just like you. Well, what do you use the balance scale for? Nathan?
To see how much something weighs. If you put one in that railway, it will go down. But if you put them in both of them, it will be equal.
It will be. Will you repeat that? It will be equal. You mean like equal, like this equal sign? Is that the same kind of equal that you're talking about?
It will be the same.
It will be the same.
That one would go down, and then if there was one on both sides, it would be like that. Equal.
So let me see. Let me show you something with this balance scale, and you tell me if this looks equal or not. Okay, pay attention, guys. Look.
It is.
Is it equal?
No.
Is it equal now?
No.
Is it equal now?
Yes.
Oh.
See, that's what we need.
So what needs to happen if you're using a balance scale to make it equal? What do you need to do to make it equal? To make the mass equal? Yes?
If you have 6 and you have 4 on the red side, so you just add 2 more to the red to make it equal.
To make it equal. So just like this mathematician said, for a balance scale to be even, both sides of the scale need to have the same quantity. And if they don't, then we have to find a way to make them equal. So here are our equations, and this is the equal sign. And remember, if we are comparing this to a balance scale, this will be one side of the balance scale. The other side of the equal sign, that will represent our other side of the balance scale. Okay, and just like the balance scale, each side needs to have the same quantity. Okay, so let's look at what we have on the left side right now. We have 4 cubes and 2 cubes, and we know that 4 plus 2 makes 6. Now on the other side of the balance scale, this is our balance scale, remember, we only have 3 cubes right now, but we're missing something, because if I put 3, how's this balance scale gonna look like? Is it gonna look even, or is one side gonna look higher than the other one? Okay, so knowing what we know about balance scales, how many cubes do I need to have on this side so that both sides are even, are equal? Right now I only have 3. So in order to make it equal, to have 6 just like the other side, I need to add, let's see, Now on this side I have 4 red cubes. Now I have 5 red cubes, but it's still not equal to 6. It's still not the same. So let's add one more, and now we have 6 on this side of this equal sign and 6 total on the right side of the equal sign. So this balance scale will look even now that we have the same amount on each side. So the missing term or the missing quantity on this equation will be 3. And we can say now that 4 plus 2 is the same or is equal as 3 plus 3, because 4 plus 2 equals 6 and 3 plus 3 also equals 6. Let's try a different example. So here is another example. We have the equation 5 plus something that's missing is equal or it's the same as 4 and 3. Okay, so let's do our comparison to the balance scale. And here is my equal sign, so that's going to be the center of my balance scale. And I'm going to have a pan on the left and a pan on the right, and this is my balance scale. Okay. Okay, let's see what I have on the left side right now. I have 5 green cubes and nothing else. So right now I just have 5. And let's see what I have on the other side of the equal sign. On the other side of the equal sign I have 4 red cubes and 3. And that makes 7. So again, knowing what we know about balance scales, how is this balance scale gonna look like? Is it gonna look even? Or is the 7 gonna be heavier than the 5 and look lower than the 5? So we wanna make it look even. Okay, we want them to be equal. We want them to be the same on each side. So what do we need to add to this side? Because this needs more to be even, so they become equal. Let's try. 5. I need to have 7 just like the right side. So now I will have 5 and 1 makes 6. This is still not equal. Okay, but if I add one more, now 5 and 2 makes 7, just like the right side, just like the one with the red ones. So now we can say that 7 is the same as 7. So our balance scale will look even. So let's complete the equation with the numerals. So 5 plus 2, it's the same or it's equal as 4 plus 3. Because 5 plus 2 equals 7. All this group makes 7. And 4 plus 3 also makes 7. So they are equal. This is all for today, but please remember, the equal sign means that the quantities on both sides of the equation are the same or that they are equal. And if you need something to remind you, just remember the balance scale. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial.